Attorney-turned-criminal Michael Avenatti is being faced with another conviction. He faces 22 years in prison after being found guilty for stealing nearly $300,000 from Stormy Daniels. The media once thought this guy was a good thing. Greg, what's your take?
Well, you know what? I have to quote Red Steez's latest tweet. He never appeared on Joe Rogan. But he appeared on CNN, MSNBC, just about every media organ that has been bashing Rogan. And it validated Fox because Fox was right there, knew he was a snake. Tucker was the first guy to call him creepy porn lawyer. But it's another example of how generally the media gets things and people wrong. He was CNN's choice to take down Trump. There was Andrew Cuomo. There's Smollett. Of course, there's Jeff Zucker. All these people, we don't fall for cads here. We saw, and they demonize people like Nick Sandmann. But there's a huge blind spot in the legacy media. They can't see flaws in people that are on their own team. You know, maybe that's true of every team. But I'd like to think we do better.
I had my doubts about you when I first started.
Exactly, and I proved you wrong.
You did prove me wrong.
That weekend in Vermont.
Martha, let's take a look at the media's love affair with Avenatti.
He's out there saving the country.
You know what?
He's a rock star, I think.
Michael Avenatti's a beast.
You're like the Holy Spirit. You are all places at all times.
Sitting beside me right now, I'm not going to let you cheat. You have to guess. And hint, his name is Michael Avenatti.
You're something else. Michael Avenatti, I'd like to meet you sometime over at dinner.
You got lucky tonight. We're back with attorney Michael Avenatti. He is a main player.
Looking ahead to 2020, one reason why I'm taking you seriously as a contender is because of your presence on cable news.
We've done this. It's great.
Oh
Martha?
Remember that? Remember that?
Yeah.
You should be president. You should be president. You know what? I'm just really happy for Stormy Daniels because hell hath no fury like an adult
Porn star.
Porn, okay? And she's like, no, he took my money, right? And she's so mad, right? And she's like, no way. And I just love that she realized what was going on, right? Yeah. She's like, no. You called my publisher and said to send you my advance, and she she nailed it. So good for you. Good for you, Stormy Daniels. She won. And I don't see her being, entertained by all of those folks on CNN and like
Right.
Yeah. Right?
Is she the real winner here? Stormy Daniels the real winner in this whole saga?
Is Stormy a winner? I would not go that far. I just can't believe all of those people that we saw in that montage. They're all either fired, suspended.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
In disgrace,
or about to be.
Right, or about to be. I mean, everyone in that video, it's like, I think he might have been poisoned. Anybody he did an interview with ended up leaving. I knew this guy was a chump because I knew he was desperate because he was loaded up with debt. Do you remember in the very beginning, he'd spun off a bunch of companies and screwed a bunch of investors, and then he split off from his law firm, and then he was getting sued by his ex-partner.
Nike.
So he kept on trying to build and build off the back of all these debtors that he was accumulating, and it forced him into more desperate things. How do you shake down a porn star while you're shaking down a president?
The Ponzi scheme.
While you're trying to shake down a Supreme Court justice. Just to think about how he slept at night, going to bed when you're doing all these things. The man is a maniac, and we all saw it coming.
So, Judge, from a legal perspective, so 22 years is what he's possibly facing. One charge comes with a mandatory 2-year sentence.
Right.
How long do you think he'll be in jail for? Or what's going to happen next in the process?
Well, it depends upon the judge. I mean, I don't know that there are grounds for a serious appeal here. Of course, he'll appeal. He can't claim ineffective assistance of counsel. He was his own lawyer.
Could he, though? Just to be funny?
That would be great if he did.
Which I think was a smart move because he's very shrewd. He can talk. And I think he felt he could intimidate Stormy Daniels. And it was clear that what he was doing was he was faking her signature, rerouting these wire transfers. And he kept telling her, the publisher isn't giving you the money. I don't know why. Meanwhile, he's depositing it. He should get some serious state prison time. This is his second felony. Although there's mandatory 2-year on the lower wire fraud, but I think that he should get, 5 to 10.
Wait, he was convicted of the Nike shakedown, right?
Yes.
So he's looking at time for that and for this?
Yes. So this is his second felony conviction.
There's the wire fraud and then the impersonating.
But, the time on this, it'll be consecutive, whatever it is, because it's part of the same criminal situation. Oh. But he'll get jail time. He should get jail time. State prison time is more like it.
He's like the Holy Spirit.
But he's a dirtbag. This guy is a dirtbag. He's a what?
The Holy Spirit.
Listen, he's a dirtbag, and we'll be doing some time with some Fan Mail Friday up next.